Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Bradley and Fred. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your dog's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands. The correction and the motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Bradley's going to come home with his very own training collar, and you'll be taught how to use that during your follow-up training session. Now he is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Bradley heel, and at this point he has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg, not forging ahead or lagging behind, and each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So when you're walking down the street in the city with your dog, he is behaving like a gentleman. And when you stop to cross traffic or talk to someone, he's sitting nicely at your left to wait for his next command. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word command. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and you should practice indoors as well as outdoors. When Fred returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him. As an additional distraction, returning all the way back around to where they started, back at heel position, he gets a pat for praise, and they take off heeling again. And you can see that Bradley's very attentive to his trainer, that he's watching Fred, that he's enjoying the training process. He's a very smart little boy. Fred leaves him in another sit stay. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Fred is going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. So the command is Bradley come. He comes right in front and sits facing your knees, and then he goes back to heel position. And Fred leaves him in another sit stay. He uses his name, he lightens his tone of voice, calls him right in front, and he should come in and sit, and that eliminates all the jumping all over you. And then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Good job. Now Fred's going to set up to show you your down commands, and there are 2. The first one is down from heel position. So with the dog always seated first at your left, Fred's going to take the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word command to down, and then he tells him to stay. The long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 to 5 minutes. And you can practice this right in your living room. You don't have to go outside to practice obedience. When Fred returns back to him, he again will walk all the way around him, just as he did on the sit stay as an additional distraction, and he should remain lying there until he gets another command. And they will demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. Those down commands are really important because I feel as though if you can leave your dog in a down stay, you have really good control of your pet under any circumstances. He leaves him in a down stay. Again, 3 to 5 minute long down stays. This time, instead of returning back to him, Fred's going to call him out of that. He should come right in front and sit, and then he goes back to heel and back sitting. Good job, buddy. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So Fred is going to leave him, whoops, he's anticipating, leave him in a sit stay. This is the only time you will see Fred use his right hand to give the command. And he drops him into a down from 6 feet away. That was perfectly done. Now we've demonstrated for you your heel, your automatic sit, your stay, your down from a distance, and your come. These are the exercises that you're going to start off practicing with him at home, and we will help you to expand and continue forward as you go along. He's been a pleasure to have, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.